The following material contains strong language and adult content. Please be advised.
This is the Comfortably Poor Podcast, an uncensored, wide open, anything and everything goes podcast. You won't find anything like it. And why is that? Because the Comfortably Poor Podcast keeps it 100.
Dude.
Let's go.
I'm jaw-dropped right now. I'm jaw-dropped right now.
What's up?
See, he left. He didn't want to face the shit. Oh, boy. Yo, everybody.
The Comfortably Poor Podcast. We're trying to something a little bit new here. Normally, we don't go live during the week, but we figure everybody needs a little entertainment right now, so why not? Phone lines are open if you want to call in. Share your thoughts about anything and everything. 844-997-0775. Hashtag Comfortably Poor on Twitter. Use that. Chat with us. Ask your questions. Share your comments.
Yeah, boy.
Hit us with whatever you want. Again,
844-997-0775.
Yes, sir.
A couple things for the people who can see. Visually, unfortunately, we don't have our Streamlabs set up fully. I'm still having some issues. So, one, I am taking some takers to see if they want to help out with some scene selections and things of that nature in Streamlabs. But until we get that stuff fixed, you are going to get a black screen for now. We will be putting up our information that you can use to, get in contact with us. For the Twitch viewers, shout out to you guys. There's a whole new community that's going to be checking us out. So we are also live on Twitch. You can find us at twitch.tv/cppod100, as in everything else. And that channel is going to be up in the making, and it's going to be doing all right. So I'm really excited to be growing with some new audience members. The Facebook has been blowing up this past week. If you are a new listener from the Facebook page, thank you so much. We typically
please
have
share
episodes
too,
every Mondays and Wednesdays,
hit the
Fridays.
subscribe button on the YouTube also, please.
Please.
Never thought I'd be a 37-year-old man saying, smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell.
Hit the bell,
Hey, guess what?
Videos.
Yeah.
The person making fun of you is probably 3 years old and 23 years old in their mom's basement.
Hell
Facts.
All right? You get some Mexican vagina every night.
I'm trying to make that YouTube money, baby. Trying to buy a Lambo. Trying to get a Lambo.
Mexican vagina don't get me that YouTube money.
Mexican vagina wake me up in the morning, motherfucker. What you mean? Nipples the size.
It'll wake me up. It don't bring me the cash.
Kardashians.
Then bring me the beans, then.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Hold on.
Terrible. That's not good.
Can we address the elephant in the room?
So Brando's looking at life right now.
I love Brando. Yeah, Brando's got the glow on.
3 seconds.
And it's not pot.
Before we went live, he decided to let us know that not 10 seconds prior to that, he just blew a load all over his girl. Like, yo. No shame in this game. We're all sitting here think it's a regular
You know what I love?
It's all good. We're chatting. We're getting prepared. And Brando comes in with this heat. So my lady comes over about 15 minutes ago and whispers something in my ear. So while we're sitting here, I went and handled some business real quick. What do you mean, Brando? Well, she told me to fuck her. Huh? Like,
what's so funny, though?
Savage.
I love Brando so much.
Love you, Brando. We love you, bro.
Because Brando's like me. Because this nigga, he goes, Adam goes, did you just blow a load? He goes, yeah.
There is no shame in what he just did. Yeah. Savage.
I love that so much.
He's the Savage King. And,
I don't mean to be
Yeah,
this
man.
way.
It's okay, baby. It's in your blood.
It's
All
definitely
right, don't worry. It's there.
For sure.
for no reason.
Sure.
So, Adam, you asked us about spicy foods earlier.
Yes, sir.
And I want to know, what's your limit? What's your spice limit? Because
Okay.
you're a white
So
boy.
I may have
And our
shared
black
this
friend
story
doesn't
with the
eat
fellas,
spices.
which is a little bit crazy because I thought black people liked spice. But
They
maybe I'm
do.
wrong.
They
Me
do.
too.
No, they do.
He said
They do. No.
Just not
Black
me.
people do traditionally like spicy stuff, but just like with most things, I don't fit that
Spicy
sort
and
of
salt, right?
stereotype. I hate salt.
So
Salt?
I don't
hate salt.
remember. Yeah. I don't remember if it ever got out or if it was just with you guys. But 2 years ago, I had a couple fellas come in from out of town, and I'm a big fan of Hot Ones. Big shout out, Sean Evans.
Shout out, yeah.
You know, look, this is why I love our show, because we rant. Sean Evans, like a dude that had a concept, and worked with a team to just eat chicken wings and ask people questions. That dude has a bankroll of upwards of $50 million. And he's just a regular Joe from Chicago. Like, he is, talk about a come up, man. Talk about a hustle. Like, good for him. But either way, I digress.
I think I want to talk about that, though, because I think there is a point to that. But I also
Yeah, okay,
believe
let's go into that. We can
it
come
has
back
to
to
be
the
the
spicy
right
stuff.
person to do it. Yeah.
I see, when I first started watching Hot Ones, excuse me, when I first started watching Hot Ones, I thought he was kind of dull and lame, like the way he approached the questions. But as I watched more and more episodes, it's not so much about him as it is the people eating the wings, obviously. So you don't really pay so much attention to him. And then as he got more and more seasons, he got comfortable and more relaxed. And I fucking love Hot Ones, man. It is funny.
It is a great show. It is a
25
great show.
minutes. Yeah, it's 25 minutes of just like take you out of your element for a minute, watch actors, comedians, musicians, whatever, just let loose, let it rip. And I think too, you see a real humble side to some of these people that people look at as celebrities, as famous people. Like, you see everyday people having a conversation with somebody over some super hot, spicy wings. Like, they're just regular fucking people. Like, it's,
Yeah.
they're going to eat chicken wings just like
Well, I
you.
was talking about the people who yell about, oh my God. And it's like, dog, you know how awkward that makes them feel?
Yeah. So,
Just every
We
bit
did
awkward.
that.
But spice.
when I was with my buddies, I ordered, this was back around when they were like, I think they're on like season 10 now or something, but this was back around season 5 or 6. And you could
Did you
order
get the hottest
10-pack.
sauce they have?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We
Yeah.
ordered all 10. We ran the gauntlet. They used to call it the gauntlet. And you could order the box of all 10. So I ordered the box of all 10. Had like 4 or 5 buddies come to the house one summer a couple of years ago. And we did, look, we're balling on a budget here. So I bought a big ass bag of chicken nuggets. And then I just poured the hot sauces into like 10 bowls and we just dipped. So we were eating the nuggets, making our way through the sauces. Some are a little kick to them. Some are actually really good. But after you cross over 5 or 6, oh buddy, it takes a drastic jump. And so we've got a house full of 5 blind guys. You know, we don't like to make the show about blind things, but in this situation, blind people fucked up because what happened is I labeled every bottle 1 through 10, and I used a little bit of Braille. I'm not the greatest Braille reader, So
Don't tell me you fucked up.
mislabeled the 10th sauce with the 7th sauce.
My man had no gradual build.
We got to the 7th sauce. It was game over. Game over. Dudes were throwing up in the sink. Dudes were shitting for the next 4 hours. It was so bad. We went through a whole gallon of milk. We went through a loaf of bread. Like,
Oh
it
my
hit us
God.
so hard. And it was like, man, if you put your skin on like a hot iron or something, it just has that sizzle. That shit was happening on our tongues. It was so
Listen,
like pins and needles, just like intense.
that's how you
on our
know
tongues. I was like, that's hot
you're
shit.
supposed to. You're supposed to fucking. You're supposed to truly just. Like, those wings are only made for that type of situation. To fuck
For
around.
sure. Yo,
They're not made to be fucking eaten. Because if anybody, if you know, or if anybody knows
It can
anybody
really
who
fuck
can
your
eat
insides
that
up.
shit,
Yeah.
like, yo, like, can you imagine what you're tearing up inside? And not only that, but like, your asshole burning is truly because that's like really thin skin. That's the last thing I need,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like, if I would do it now because of my love for spice has gotten, like, as I'm getting older, I need spicier. It's weird. It's like
sure.
nothing is hitting what it used to hit before. I used to be
sure.
a pussy when it came to spices, but now I'm just like, oh, give it to me hot.
Well, you know, I wonder how.
So I would
accurate-
most
that
certainly
sounds-
try this.
That sounds kind
But-
of true because, like, when I don't like spicy stuff. That's not a secret. But some stuff that I used to not be able to even go near, like, I'll devour it even though it is kind of spicy. Like the mango habanero wings from I can't remember what the fuck is the name of that place.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
They
Now,
got
a
the
lot of people
mango
say that they're
habanero.
fucking, they're spicy, and they do have a fucking sharp
They're the
kick to them.
right spice.
But they're the
They're
right.
like the right
I like
spice and
those.
sweet.
I will actually
yeah,
eat
yeah.
the in the.
But I
sweet
love
kinda
sweet
offsets
spice.
it.
Like, I'll get like Thai chili sauce and shit.
But I didn't used to be like that when I was younger, so I wonder if
Mm-hmm.
as I get older, will I like spicier shit? I don't know.
See, I thought you were specifically like buffalo sauces and hot sauces and stuff. I thought that's the stuff that you don't really fuck with.
I don't really fuck with much of anything that's spicy, but if there are
So
some,
You don't
here's
fuck with
a
anything that
little-
has flavor.
there are some exceptions, and the mango habanero wings are one of them.
He said you're vanilla and plain as fuck.
Yeah. Except when it comes to that other
So
thing.
here, yeah. We'll get that in a minute. But so here's a little thing for maybe some of our blind fans of Hot Ones that maybe don't pick up on this when you're watching it. So Sean Evans eats the wings right along with the celebrities. At about 5 or 6, all he does is take a bite and then he spits it into the trash can. He doesn't
Really?
eat the rest of. He doesn't actually chew it up and eat it. The celebrities do. Obviously, some of them have spit it out, but no. And I think it's because he probably knocks out a few of these episodes a day. Like, he has to
day,
do
yeah.
this multiple
All the
times.
time,
Like, he can't
yeah.
just be tearing himself up like that. But yeah, he bites it, gets the sauce in his mouth, and then spits the chicken out.
I never knew
So,
that. Huh.
Little insight for those that may not actually be able to see what's going on when you're watching that. Yeah.
Well, it makes a lot of sense in the world, too, because I'm telling you right now, I don't know how every time you can do this shit. Every time,
How
man.
what?
I said, I don't know how every time you
like
can
every
do that
time
shit.
a celebrity's going up to do it, how do you do it every time?
Yeah. For sure.
No, yeah, exactly. How does he do it as a host?
Yeah, how does he do it? Yeah.
That shit, you're going to tear your insides apart, man.
I didn't think they would show him
844
spitting it out, though, to be honest.
844-997-0775. We have some new viewers on Twitch, and we also got people checking us out on Facebook and YouTube. So thank you guys all over the place. We really appreciate it. We are looking at the chat, so make sure that excuse me, you are writing into the show. That was the Red Bull coming back up as we social distance ourselves.
Yo, I got. So, for those that are new to the show, there will be a podcast dropping later this afternoon as well. So you're getting the live show and some shit that we recorded a while back. And we do all of our own editing here, people. We're a small company here. We are bosses. I was doing some editing the other day, and
Triad a podcast.
Dan is sharing a story. He's going, and he just goes, bleh, and picks right back up. Doesn't even skip a beat with the story.
Who does?
Like, Dan. And I don't know if we didn't notice it or we just shrugged it off, but it was so hard to edit that out because he didn't miss a beat. He just belched and kept it moving right into his story. I was like, okay, props, respect.
That's the radio side, bro. Just keep it moving. The show doesn't stop.
My question would be, then why edit it out at all? Why don't you just keep it in there?
Yeah, keep it in there. Fuck it.
Some people don't always want to hear that, but yeah, I mean.
No, people are gonna. There's gonna be your assholes that are gonna be like, "Oh, he was burping and farting in the microphone." He's farting. Well, this show's not for you. We're comfortably poor, baby. When you come to my house and you sit on my comfortably poor couch, all right, I'm gonna be farting and fucking burping on that fucking comfortably poor couch. You're just on my virtual fucking couch.
Oh, that's wonderful. No, that's great.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
So what's been on your guys' agenda during this quarantine? You guys beating your dicks? What's up? Well, we know Brando's not because he's shoving it in things.
You know, I was gonna jerk off last night and I did not get to it. I'm so upset.
Wait, what?
But
Say that again. Say that again.
I didn't get to jerk off last night. I fell asleep. Yeah. I don't flashlight. I think those things are disgusting.
Okay, so let's talk about
I never liked the feeling of sex toys for men.
So
I don't think men should have
for
sex
men.
toys.
Yeah, let's drop some knowledge on that. Okay, so
Brando's gonna say yes to all the sex toys. Give me all the anal, the fucking prostate
I want to hear about it.
massagers.
Fleshlights, fake assholes. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I feel like a woman, her toys are better, of course. Like, it's a hard, fleshy material that vibrates when inserted into her. A dude has this like rubbery, just awkward.
What's supposed to mock a wet hole?
Yeah.
I think more so. See, what people don't understand. My problem with male sex toys, and because of how we shoot cum, genuinely is the cleanup process after. There's nothing sexy about, I'm just jerking off. Oh, yeah. That was a fucking incredible load. Now I got to get up and clean this thing.
That sex toys are typically a product of parts. Women have more parts, especially like out front and in the open. So like they're going to have more options. It's not just like dildos that vibrate or even just non-vibrating dildos that women often use. They've got all types of clit devices. They've got clit penetration combinations. They've got three-ways. They've got all types of shit that they can use and manipulate to give themselves different types of orgasms. Men are kind of limited. I wouldn't say they're completely limited, but I think depending on your orientation, you're going to be limited. Simply because You're not going to let certain sex toys, achieve a certain end on you. So but I'm not, obviously, no, I'm not against sex toys for men, women, or whoever. I think sex toys are great. But no, I mean, ultimately, though, look, women have more options. I mean, that's a fact. Women definitely have more options. But again, they have more parts, and they have more, means of achieving those options. When I say parts, I should say, like, maybe body parts. They've got more. So, for example, clitorises. We don't have clitorises.
More things to stimulate.
If you, depending on how straight you are, you're not going to be getting penetrated, right?
Right.
So what are you limited to? You're limited to like what? The fake vaginas, the fake assholes. Like some of the they've got grasping devices that kind of grasp at the base and like almost rub you off at the tip or whatever, right? You're going to be limited to stuff like that, and it's always going to be that one type of orgasm. Women can do a lot more because they have a lot more to work with. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
No, I hate that makes absolute sense. I hate hand jobs, but would you get a masturbator?
A what?
Oh, so wait. Say that again?
The male masturbators, what you were just talking about. I hate hand jobs.
No, I wouldn't get that.
And I'm sure you fellas hate hand jobs too.
But
yeah, I'm not,
you're talking about like a fleshlight, right? Like, think you gotta.
He's saying there's some more do like some squeezing. They do like actual squeezing. Like they're meant to,
like the sleeves,
kind of like jerk sleeves? You off.
Yes,
kind of like
yes,
kind of like the jerk off sleeves.
Yeah, no. I'd rather just.
And like I said,
like I've shared
that initial fucking
I'm
bust.
A raw dog. I don't know lotion. I just grab my dick and.
Yeah, me too. Just go right in.
Get lotion and clean up.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
I'm just gonna bust and keep it moving.
No, see, me, I'm completely different when it comes to that. What you just described. No, when I'm jerking off, I gotta have some lotion.
He puts petals on the bed.
I like lotion, bro. I hate light. I hate light. I do not like light. No candles, bro. He said rose petals.
He busts out the incense. He's like having a moment with himself, and he does this 5 times a day.
Dude, now that part's absolutely almost true. No, bro. Like, I definitely have to have lotion, bro. I'm not raw dogging shit with my hands, bro. Like, I'm having some fucking lotion.
I don't know. Do you have to though?
Wait.
Yes. No, I mean, I don't have to. Like, it's not something that is.
But you like to. You like to.
But that is the preference. Like, I need that. I will try to avoid jerking off if I don't have it.
Wow.
Yeah. Have to have
no, I just go ham. I'm a savage. Look, I already hate that I'm not.
This man's dick has calluses. Yeah.
I'm telling you, brother. I got the jerk off. I got the jerk dick.
Out of a boxing match when he's done with it, like his balls are swollen, his dick's black and blue.
Jesus Christ!
That's the curve. That's the curve we talked about in my dick. That's the jerk dick.
You fucking
starts leaning a certain way after so much tugging.
Jesus, it should be like an Italian's nose. It's got a
your
lump
fucking
in it.
foreskin's got a pin. Jesus Christ. You wonder why you're. Hey, yo, you remember that podcast episode? You're talking about why his penis leans. His penis leans for that reason because he jerks.
I told you I got the jerker's dick.
Dude. Your wrist is like a paraplegic. Jesus Christ, dude. Your dick.
Wait. It moves. It works.
No. You ever see those guys? You ever see those guys in the wheelchairs that sign at the bottom of the paper and shit? Their wrist is always pointed out to the side that it's actually on, and it's the head of the crane. It's like fucking side.
We can't say it. We can't.
Oh well, sorry. They do it. Believe me, these guys in these wheelchairs, they always fucking do it. I don't know why they do that. Their wrist always sticks out at the fucking side and shit.
Oh, that's horrible. I love
that. Look like R's on the paper.
RKRV3 on Twitter. If you have anything to say about that, you can message him directly.
Oh, fuck.
What a schmuck. All right, we are off and rolling, people.
We have spanned on 8 topics and have not focused on one.
And this is why we are the Comfortably Poor podcast, people. Hashtag Comfortably Poor on Twitter. Ask us questions, comments, anything.
Wonderful.
If this goes well, this might be a regular Wednesday show for you guys. Time? I don't know. We might be keeping this same time. We'll see how it goes.
Cool
We
water
want
body
more
spray
interaction.
soft. Walmart.
Exactly.
And
That's
we're
what
giving you
shooting
more
for here.
opportunity to interact with us. And I feel that if maybe if we do this live episode on Wednesdays and we give you some of this stuff, if maybe you missed it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't have the time to sit down and hear some of the conversations we have. You might hear these in the future. So let's definitely keep this shit popping. 844-997-0775. But you asked way earlier. Let's go back to this, and then we'll talk about more jerkers' dicks and shit like that. How we were doing during this social distancing, which is the new name for mentally ill, depressed people. To have a new word to say when they're at home and they're being lazy. And I'm sure a lot of those people definitely feel like this is paradise. Everybody gets to feel like me when I don't want to leave my house. I can't wake up and get through shit.
Yeah. I'm confused. What?
What are you confused about?
The word social distancing is what they're calling this quarantine.
And you're saying that it's people.
And I'm saying that it's just giving a word to mentally ill people and depressed people who talk about never being able to get out of their beds. I'm saying it's giving more excuses and more vocabulary to an already sensitive and supposedly an anxiety-ridden system or group of people. I'm tired of the words. Why can't we just say quarantine? Why do we have to say social distancing? Quarantine means stay in your fucking house.
I think there's a colloquial use of quarantine. I think there's a scientific use of quarantine, and the way we're using it to say that stay away from other people. That is social distancing. Staying away from people and not grouping in crowds and not grouping up on each other and getting in breathing range. Avoiding that is social distancing. A quarantine.
Yeah, but I've never heard that term before.
Well, I know, but it's in all the epidemiology, like risk manuals and all that good shit. But the actual quarantine is what we saw when those fuckers came back from Japan, right? They had the doctors in suits on the airplane, and they had them separated, and they had the
fucking
tent
hazmat
walls.
suits and shit. Yeah,
that is at least the fucking escort to an actual quarantine. True quarantines are on lockdown with vacuum seals, and those guys in those suits are always all around, or at least. People, you are absolutely isolated. There's no one actually going to be around you at all. Not like you just stay in your apartment and don't go to work. Those are different. So far as I can tell, anyway.
How do you guys feel about it?
Post quarantine.
I mean,
I think it's a good idea, probably, but I also think it's not something that can last for some extended amount of time. I mean, we're having to go into the government's pockets to actually pay the citizens outright, like, and not like disabled or anyone. Like, we're actually having to go in and pay all of the working public. That's pretty fucking crazy, or at least a legitimate portion. How about that?
Well, what was it? I mean, they're talking about doing this stimulus package of anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. Like, there's been so many numbers floated around out there. Like,
that's what I saw. 1,000. I don't know about 2,000.
Yeah. Well, I know Bernie was pushing for like 2,000, but I think what they were talking about is like 1,000 now, and maybe in 2 months they would send you another 1,000 if we were still in some kind of lockdown. And so I just saying lockdown made me think of this, and let me shoot this to you guys. So when this was all going down, there was people all over the internet everywhere saying that this is an overreaction, this is bullshit, we don't need this kind of reaction to this. The flu still kills more people than this has even come close to. And those same people in the next couple of weeks are going to be the same people that are going to come out and say, "See, I told you so. See, I told you so. This didn't get anywhere near to what the flu does." The problem that I have with that, and this is, I guess, maybe a little bit of where I need to be right all the time, but we are getting so far ahead of this more than any other country had a chance to do or even thought to do. Like, that's why it's not spreading. That we shut everything down before it could get as bad as it could possibly be. If March Madness still went on, if baseball continued, if basketball continued, if all of these things kept going on and you had these tens of thousands of people joining each other everywhere and anywhere, you don't think it would be hundreds of thousands of people already? Or maybe not hundreds of thousands, but it would be, an Italy or China situation here in the States? Like, what do you guys think about that? Like, if this actually if we didn't shut down the way that we had, do you think we'd be in a different position that we're in today?
Yes.
Only, a week
Abso-fucking-lutely.
and a half, 2 weeks in?
Yes, we would be in a
exactly.
different position. There's a reason we're doing this.
The number would
In
probably
fact,
be doubled or tripled what it is
It's
right
kind of
now
interesting
here in
that
the
you should
States.
say that because Italy is in a pretty bad situation right now. And
100%. They're
but the
losing
funny
like
thing
hundreds
is,
of people at a day, at a time.
yeah, exactly. And the thing is, they actually didn't implement their situation until later. But someone goes up and says that, we're actually doing what Italy's doing. Well, Italy's doing it late, but they're doing a good job now. We did it in a timely fashion. Implement the social distancing, shut down everything, stop all the sporting shit, Even though in some areas, things are going as usual. I was on, I was looking at buses the other day. Those buses are packed. Those buses are fucking packed. I don't know if they went to buses from the airplanes, or I'm sorry. Yeah, I went to buses from the airplanes, but yeah.
Let's jump to the phone lines real quick. We got Sam with us.
Yo.
What's up, Sam?
Good morning. Happy quarantine. Happy social distancing.
Yeah, for sure.
I have so many thoughts because I actually realized I think I might have told you what I originally tried or what I originally called to tell you in the first place, and that was that I didn't get tested. I don't think any of our flight got tested coming back from Tokyo. They just asked us if we went to China. We said no, and we were on our way.
Yeah, so let's. I want to talk about
To be fair, that's where it started. But that's where it started, and honestly, that's where it was only coming from. When you were in Japan, it was we were just starting to see cases in places like Italy, like about a week and two after you came back.
So they were saying that there were cases of coronavirus in China going back to November. It just didn't blow up the way that it did.
I read that yesterday.
Until it started hitting the media and social media, and it started actually being a thing where people were dying from it. They just thought it was like the flu and just kind of shrugged it off. And then over the next few months, it got worse and worse and worse, and then it became this thing.
Yeah.
When were you in Tokyo again, Sam? When did you guys go?
February. The week of Valentine's Day.
Okay, so earlier February. Yeah, because and that's I don't think we totally knew the severity of it yet. Like we were like Dan said, we were just talking about at that point we were just seeing videos of it starting to explode and see what was going to happen. So I mean that's 4 weeks, 5 weeks. And this is how far we've come in 5 weeks. That's pretty fast.
I thought we were gonna be okay. We were gonna be okay because when she was in Japan, there was a cruise ship off of the coast of Japan.
Right.
And I remember them quarantining these people.
Before I left.
Yeah.
And
there was 2 people from Oregon on there, and they kept talking to them on our news. They would talk to the lady and the husband, and they were saying it was just like chaos on the ship, off the ship, like around the ship. It was just like chaos.
So that's the thing. I would honestly around that time, and hey, naive me, I thought we were going to be all right. I thought that
exactly.
you know,
Yeah,
I thought that they were going to take care of the shit on the
Naive
cruise
me,
ship.
everybody was like, "You're not gonna go." I'm like, "Bitch, I'm going."
So I want to talk about that. What was it like? I know Tokyo, Japan was a little bit is different than where it was in Busan or Husa or Hoo-wah! All in your
There
face.
was no talk.
Like what? Yeah. Tokyo was cool, right? It was fine.
Bravo. yeah. Tokyo is if not the cleanest place I've ever been to. There was no talk of corona anywhere.
Wow.
No, absolutely none. I wanted to refute what you said though earlier because I agree with you. What America did was, in essence, the smart thing. But what America did yesterday made everything essentially meaningless. All of those protective moves, and I'm going to get on my political soapbox here for a minute, so please bear with me. The Democratic Party basically came out and told this country yesterday, Illinois, Arizona, Florida, and a couple of other states, Ohio canceled theirs, but they basically said, it doesn't matter that we're in the middle of a pandemic. Bring all these old people to these places that aren't clean, to these places that aren't organized right, and have them vote. And then they want to take away delegates from the states who want to delay primaries. That's not right. None of that is right.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
So basically,
We're not a political podcast, Sam.
Yeah. Not at all.
I love having a hang up button.
But I mean, I don't think it'd be. also don't think it'd be political to say though that like, I'm not. I mean, it
I
definitely
crack
does
myself up.
hurt the country as a whole for states to go against. I guess you could say what the rest of the country's doing, assuming what the rest of the country's doing is right. If we can assume that what the rest of the country's doing is right, when a chunk of the country decides to do their own thing, it does hurt the rest of the country. So, I think, but I definitely do think if you're not going to do it, keep it in your state. You guys want to fucking, cough on each other.
But I think that's criminal. I think that's criminal to say that you're going to punish a state for delaying primaries, to say that while old people who are going out to vote are easily susceptible to getting, corona. You know what I mean? Like that is so dirty.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
If these old people die,
mainstream media.
We refuse to let her be heard. No, go ahead and finish your thought, though, Sam. I was just fucking around.
It's the mainstream media.
No, yeah. Go ahead and finish your thought, though.
No, that was about all. Until we have universal health care, which it doesn't look like the Democrats are going to push through, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
Well, that's the thing. I think
there are already China.
a lot of the stuff that Bernie Sanders is pushing, it's really interesting that Trump wanted to jump into action and do stuff that Bernie Sanders wants to do, right? Well, that's because it's the right fucking thing to do. That's because everywhere else, figuring out how to deal with their fucking, increased population. Here's my whole problem with that. Now, we have wait, what? What are you confused about?
No. What the increased population angle? Hash that one out for me.
Meaning, because that's what a lot of people say here. Because America has so many people, there's no possible way we can put, systems in place like a single payer system or universal health care in some way, universal basic income. We couldn't do these things because there's too many people in America to take care of. And other countries are finding a way to do that. They're finding a way to do these things. Is what I'm saying.
You're saying that the population is not a problem when trying to provide for it.
When trying to provide for something, especially when you have so much money going to the top.
Well, but like that's kind of my thing, right? Like that I agree with, and I mean I've been single payer and all for a single payer system or something close to it, I guess you could say, applicable since day one. My whole thing is this immediate thing that we're talking about right now. People need to stop trying to make the coronavirus a political issue. It is a problem. It's a health problem, and whoever I don't care whether Bernie Sanders, whether it's Donald Trump, whether it's the bitch down the street, whether it's the chick at the gas station, like whoever has the answers, let's fucking use them and let's implement them, and let's not, because I really don't care about who's right. That's the that's right parallel with identity politics. And like I know this is 2020. I know it's a voting year. It's kind of hard not to be political. Everyone's going to be trying to use this as a tilt, but those are the people I don't want in office. I don't want the people in office who are fucking using the coronavirus, something that's actively killing human beings, as a crutch. This is pathetic. It's sad, dude. Like, and I mean, I know enough about politics to stay educated and stay on top of things and have a conversation, but one thing that'll always get me about politics is like the dishonesty.
I don't know
and
shit.
To me, this stinks of it. It stinks of it.
Well,
We know you don't know shit. You watch Netflix and sit on the couch.
Yep.
Yeah, you need to go on YouTube, bro. Get on YouTube and start jogging.
China just closed down their last Corona hospital. So China's about out of it. China's about out of it. Same with India. They just closed down their last Corona facility. Like, this should be treated. If America would do single payer health care, then we would be actually treated here the way everybody else is recovering in the world. Because that's the stories they're not sharing too. It is the recovery stories.
Yeah.
There is a lot. There is a lot of recovery going on. They like she said, they closed down their last hospital in China because they only had 18 cases at one point.
Well, there's like 190,000 cases around the world, but there's also like 88,000 or something, or 80,000 people who recovered. So, and the news is putting that number out there. They were not in the beginning, but they've started, at least here on our news, they've started sharing that number more. So, I mean, there's definitely, it's not, this isn't like, and I think, Brando, I think you said this before. This isn't like it's Ebola. This isn't like a life-threatening. This isn't like the movie Outbreak or anything like that. It's serious, yes. It's serious for high-risk individuals. It's serious for elderly. It is something that we don't know a lot about. They're still studying it. They're a vaccine for it eventually. It's a hope not make this a bigger issue than it is. Like you guys have been saying, Americans just need to hunker down. Quit being so fucking stubborn. Quit being so stupid and think that you're this free radical that just can do whatever the fuck you want to do because your rights and your freedom of speech and your freedom of this and that and blah, blah, blah as an American.
And your freedom to go to a bar.
Help the world. Help people out here. Quit being so selfish. Like, let's work together on this and just slow this down. It'll stop. It'll fade out and we'll be okay. Like, that's the bottom line. And
Can I?
Be
supportive.
Oh, sorry.
Be supportive in your fucking communities, you guys. Like, your artist communities are taking a hard fucking hit. Your creative communities around you are taking a hard fucking hit. Your young people, be supportive to those people who were supposed to graduate college or high school this year, and now they can't. You know, supportive to people who had senior recitals, senior shit that they had to do this year, and now that's all gone for them. What a rite of passage, and that shit's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Unbelievable.
Adam, you had said some things I definitely need to.
Yeah, I love you guys.
Go out and vote, America.
Yeah, vote.
Thanks for the call, Sam.
Do all that shit. Thanks for your call, Sam. See you in a few.
Go vote.
Go vote.
Adam, you touched on a couple of really important things. So you touched on like developing a vaccine and like this being, similar to the flu, but not like the flu. So there's a couple of things. So like the human coronavirus, like there's apparently quite a few different types of human coronaviruses. And this particular one is the one that we're calling like COVID-19, right? Mm-hmm. And like a lot of these coronaviruses are around all the time, and they actually give us common colds, which links into the next thing that you were talking about, vaccines. There actually is no known cure for the common cold, which is why it's kind of hard to develop a vaccine for the coronavirus. I think COVID-19 is supposed to be a lot easier to handle than other coronaviruses that can cause things as common as a common cold. But this one...
Well, the dumb motherfuckers that saw, like, Corona on the back of disinfectant bottles. And they're like, yeah, see, it's been there. You fucking idiot. Oh, my fucking God, I hate people, yo. Oh.
The intelligent people with a phone, bro. Intelligent people with a phone.
Amazing, dude. I was just saying this last week. I was like, it's amazing how we have the internet at our fingertips, right? We have every bit of information we ever wanted to know. We have credible sources we can look up and do all these things, and people still are they're dumber than ever. Dumber.
Yeah.
And it scares me.
On this topic of kind of political government bullshit, I guess I'll just keep pouring fuel on the fire here with you guys. What do you guys think about 5G and the release of 5G? There's a lot of people that are
I've heard of this conspiracy
against 5G.
Oh shit! Here we go.
There was a video.
I've heard of this conspiracy, but this is leaning into the tinfoil shit, bro. I'm sorry. This is leaning into the tinfoil
5G shit. Conspiracy.
They're saying that 5G is the radiation coming up from 5G.
Yeah, baby.
Once you say that R word.
There was a guy in Australia that posted a video of a 5G transmitter, and everything around it was dead. And literally within like a 20-foot radius, it would be green, luscious plant life. And then once you kind of stepped into this circle around this this 5G tower, everything was dead. And like he showed trees where the bark on one side of the tree that wasn't facing the tower was perfectly fine, healthy bark. And then on the other side was like dead tree. So it's just, there's
are they saying that,
what you're going to believe?
If they start putting too much of when they start putting these 5G towers up, there's going to be so much radiation going around that we're all going to die around it?
Or are they saying that they're going to send the radiation to our phones?
No. So, like, one of the biggest conspiracies out there that a lot of people believe in is that 5G and electromagnetic fields are one of the worst things for us as humans, that we have so much heavy metals in our body. For those that don't, more often than not, Americans and people around the world don't eat super clean. It's just reality. There's definitely a lot of people that do, but there's so much heavy metals in our body that when they go full 5G, it's just going to slowly kill us from the inside out, because it's the metal in our body, it's the radiation, it's everything.
Hold on. So when we quote unquote go 5G, they're saying that those towers that are killing everything around them are going to somehow like radiify
slowly
us?
Kill humans.
Slow us.
Yes. From the inside out.
My question is,
heavy metals in our body.
Isn't there a lot of radiation already from all the satellites and everything we need to keep this shit running?
Kind of, I think. I mean, I'm not.
That's the only thing that's always confused me. No, I know. I know you're not the expert on this, and you're not a tinfoil hat wearing guy.
So. Right.
But I think. Well, you could be. You're closer than me.
I just fashion.
But I love reading into the shit too. But I just feel
It's
like
some Alex Jones type shit.
no, but it is. But at the same time, like, we've had radiation here for a while. Every time we put our phones up to our ear, you know what I'm saying? Our cell phones. You know, if you're gonna just go with that, we have to assume that we're just sending fucking waves right into our body. You know what I'm saying? So I think what happens here, bro, like what I'm trying to say is like, it's like anything else. It's like if we scared ourselves of anything and everything, we would not use anything.
Yeah.
Can I just say I don't have a ton to say about radiation or anything like that, but I do think it's kind of crazy. But this is one thing I will say, that video evidence is pretty strong. All things being equal, video evidence is pretty strong. If it looks as bad and is as, I should say, if it is
I
as
want
bad
to
as
definitely
it looks,
see this video.
where
you
there's
saw.
growth around the tower and it's killed off all the growth, I wouldn't necessarily get on this insane bandwagon of saying that, like, the towers are gonna, get together and somehow. But I think it does stand to reason that the towers are potentially very harmful for the environment, and you guys know I can be a bit of a tree hugger.
Yeah, it's our hippie Brando right there.
Just a bit.
Oh, my
Just
God. 844-997-0775 if you want to call us at CPPod100 and use the hashtag comfortablypoor. All social media if you want to. Well, you don't have to use it on YouTube, but everywhere else you can definitely do it so that we can be found, my friends. Hey, and go show us some love on Twitch. We're brand new on Twitch, and it's pretty quiet over there, so CP Pod 100, that's where you want to go.
Let's play a rousing game. And I saw this again. I was listening to a podcast. This maybe is more up my alley than your guys' alley, but we'll have some fun with it for a minute. A rousing game of Marry, Fuck, Kill. You guys know Marry, Fuck,
Always
Kill?
a good time. Always a good time.
Brando, are you familiar with Marry, Fuck, Kill? Just to make sure. He's getting blown right now.
Sorry,
getting
no,
his butt
okay.
He's about to shoot another load.
He's getting his.
What did I miss? What did I
I
miss?
said,
Sorry.
do you know Marry, Fuck, Kill? Do you know the game Marry, Fuck, Kill?
Yes.
Okay. So here you go. Marry, Fuck, Kill. Roseanne Barr, Rosie O'Donnell,
Oh, my God, Adam.
and Melissa McCarthy. And I know Roseanne Barr,
Those are really bad choices, my friend.
Melissa McCarthy. Marry, Fuck, Kill.
You're a terrible person.
So I'll go first. Melissa McCarthy, I'm definitely marrying because I think she's hilarious. And I like a little sense of humor in my relationship. Rosie O'Donnell, I'm going to fuck her because she's a lesbian. She's never had some good dick before. So Rosie O'Donnell, Roseanne Barr, I'm killing.
And what?
Sorry.
Who you killing?
Roseanne Barr.
Roseanne Barr?
So
Okay, I
marrying
got to agree with
Melissa
you on killing
McCarthy,
Roseanne Barr.
Fucking Rosie O'Donnell and killing Roseanne Barr.
You got to agree on killing off Roseanne Barr. Although Roseanne was apparently very, very funny in the 80s.
Oh, she definitely is. I think she's hilarious. But I wouldn't want to be married to her, and I don't want to fuck her for sure.
I would. I think I might have to reverse your shit. I'm gonna marry Rosie O'Donnell so I have every other reason to go and fuck other women. She won't care. But the thing is, I also want to fucking like play the video of Donald Trump calling her a fat Rosie. Fat faced Rosie.
No, that's crazy as fuck though. I honestly
Malcolm McCarthy.
I honestly don't know them well enough. I don't know
We
them
know
well
you
enough,
don't.
or don't
So
know
just
anything about
make it
them
up.
well enough. I can't. Dude. Like I don't know. I'm gonna go with what Adam said.
Thank you.
You know what? That's very true. I didn't think this game kind of sucks for Brando. We got to give him like.
Well, no, I mean, like you have
Who
to
do you
give me some
know?
people.
We got to give him like
Why not?
pop singers.
Pop
gotta-
singers,
You gotta give
porn
them, like,
stars,
authors, scientists. Like,
yeah. Do you know some attractive scientists?
Are there women scientists?
who's
That was very
Are there
sexist of me
women
to ask.
scientists?
That
Wow,
was
that's
very
weird.
sexist of me to ask.
that found out radiation. Madam, who was the radiation chick? Why can't I think of her name now? Madam something or other. Madam Corey.
See, you don't even know. We know Isaac Newton.
I know.
We know
I just can't
motherfucking.
think
We
of
all
her
these niggas. But we
Well,
don't know any women. Find me the baddest woman scientist.
Scientist.
All right,
Mel.
we'll come up with a
She's the
hypothesis
baddest,
together.
She's the baddest. I just told you, Scientist Mel. I'll send you her channel. Like I can share it. Maybe we
Yeah,
I'll
bro,
say it like I
please.
said it on the last live show. I'll put the link in the description. Scientist Mel
Bro,
is great.
please
She's hot. Now,
send that shit
but
here.
here's-
I would love to
but
watch
my-
a bad
but
bitch
yeah,
talking about science.
I know like female like pop stars and porn stars and like fucking actresses.
We can't give you porn stars because you're gonna fucking.
No,
Oh,
porn
well,
stars.
no,
That's
if
easy.
we
Porn,
mix
porn
them.
stars are a dime a dozen. But you don't know many porn stars. I know hundreds.
Oh. he just tried to tell me I don't know about porn.
I'll tell them both of you.
I'm a pervert, bro.
What? Yeah. You guys are. Yes. Hypothetically, you go into quarantine for 1 year. This gets bad, real bad, and you have to go into lockdown for 1 year, 12 full months. You can only take 5 things into your bunker with you, your quarantine bunker. What 5 things are you taking with you?
Are they providing food and water?
And you'll have whatever it is, whatever you choose, you'll have enough of that supply. So you don't have to say just what 5 things are you going to take into your quarantine bunker.
But are they supplying food and water? Whoever's giving me the
No,
bunker, I guess.
no.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Nope.
So out of these
Food
5
and water
things, they have to
might
be.
need- and
supplying.
don't just say food. Give me your food item. What is it going to be?
Okay.
Okay,
Can I
I'll go
think?
first.
I'm gonna have to
You
think
guys
about.
need
I'm gonna have
so
to
much
think
time
about this. I don't.
So
I gotta think.
obviously water, and I'll say there's obviously a bathroom. Like you don't the bathroom toilet paper thing. Come on, that's dumb. That's what.
There's a
Don't-
shower. Shower ass. Shower assing. Shower assing.
Water for sure. Taco Bell tacos. Somehow I'm just gonna get some fresh Taco Bell tacos every day. Like either way.
Wow.
I'm eating Taco Bell tacos for a whole year. I don't fucking care. Pepperoni sticks. Gatorade. And
This motherfucker really has the. You two eat like,
Starburst.
except for fucking Starbursts.
Yeah. I gotta have a little candy.
So it's gonna be food. You're just gonna have food in there.
I mean, your food may no.
It's a
there's
bunker.
no
Do we
food
have
or no
electric?
water. Yeah, like I'm gonna say it's your house basically. I mean, you still got your TV, you got your internet, but what's the like couple items that you need to have, like food. Like if you say soda, okay, what's your soda? Mountain Dew, Pepsi, Coke.
I
Like
feel
what
you.
is it? What's your go-to? If you're gonna say chips, what is it? For 1 year you can only eat what? Nacho cheese Doritos, Funyuns, like Fritos. What are you going for here?
I gotta have weed. I gotta have water. I've gotta have some type of like
I didn't even think
starchy
about drugs.
shit. And if it's gonna be starchy shit, it's gonna be like, it's so funny because you said tacos and I was gonna say fucking tacos. When you specifically
swap
fucking said Taco Bell.
Water out for vodka. Give me my vodka and Gatorade. Gatorade I can drink all
Nah.
the time. And then if I need to mix it with a little vodka, I need my booze. Like you need your weed.
No,
I need my vodka.
I need my weed.
Let me get some Percocets too.
Oh my god. Yeah. Let me get some Addies so I can stop fucking, so I can just calm down and not worry about the fuck.
So you can just be up you're gonna be basically
No,
up
dude.
for 12 months.
This is how I really believe I have fucking ADD or some shit like that, and I never was diagnosed. I fucking did Addies for the first time last year, and I felt so calm. Not calm, but like I felt stabled out. Like I was not stumbling over my fucking words. I was not stuttering. It was amazing. It was wild.
Yeah, I mean,
I
guess
love it. I love it.
I mean
But-
that's the sign, right? Because it's supposed to. Yeah, because if you have ADD, it's supposed to bring you down, right?
It's supposed to level you out. Yeah, it's supposed to level you out. Not be a downer so much,
And
but
then
level you out.
Bring you back.
But
from
if it's
that
if you don't have
ADHD
anything,
hyper-
it is an upper. It's like it's
an upper.
meth. It's
Right.
it's a fucking medical meth.
Yeah. So then, that is kind of a key sign that you have some kind of ADD, ADHD.
Yeah,
If it
dude.
leveled you out, like that's your number one sign, bro.
Woo!
Yeah. All right,
But
so
weed.
Weed,
I'm gonna go
water.
water. I'm gonna go Reese's for my
Reese's?
my candy, my
Reese's
sweets.
Pieces or Reese's,
Reese's.
peanut butter cups? Okay.
I say Reese's. Reese's drives me nuts.
Well, I'm saying Reese's Pieces. You know the little pieces.
Yeah, Reese's.
Or the actual cup.
Reese's Feces. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm kidding. But I gotta go rice and beans on some Spanish nigga shit. If I'm gonna really be locked down and that's the only meal I have, bro, I'm going rice, beans, and chicken,
Some rice
nigga.
and beans.
I'm going rice, beans, and chicken, nigga. I'm going my roots just so I
So
know
he said, "Let me
when
get a
I
number
die,
4 from Chipotle, please." Let me just
bro. Fuck that.
get on lockdown.
Let me go to the local Dominican spot and let me buy your life supply of shit. Give me everything you got there.
Yo, check it out. I'm getting water and hamburger helper.
Oh shit!
Water and hamburger helper.
Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Yo, no, I'm not doing green tea. No, actually, dude, 5 things. I'm gonna be very careful, bro. Like,
No, you gotta think about it. Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah,
think
you know,
about it. But
bad
you need to have.
batteries.
I know one of your things needs to be. One of your things I'm already excluding is weed. You gotta have some weed there. You gotta have some weed.
I'm
You
probably
can't be in a bunker and not have weed, bro.
I'm probably gonna have some weed, bro. But man, that's a hard choice because even still, bro, like, fuck, it's quarantine, man. Jesus, it's fucking quarantine.
It's a quarantine. That's very true.
Laptop.
already have that there, so that's why I was excluding. Because I was going to say my phone.
Okay.
My phone was going to
Phone
be
and
my
laptop
number one
already
answer.
there?
Because I was
Phone
like,
and
yo, I
laptop.
need my phone.
Okay.
I'll
if
take
that's the
care
case,
about,
then.
of that shit. But it's going to be rice and beans, or it's going to be tacos.
Hamburger helper, water, and weed.
Hamburger.
Shout out to the chat in YouTube if you're not fucking with us. Teresa, I think I said that name right. Sorry if I said it wrong. My apologies. Says
Probably
Pepsi,
Teresa.
scalloped potatoes, ground beef, spaghetti, and Skittles. That's a woman after my heart right there. She said scalloped potatoes. Oh, I could eat a casserole.
Spaghetti
dish full of
and
scalloped
ground
potatoes.
beef. You imagine how much
Oranges.
stuff you can fucking make with that. That makes so much sense. That's
Yeah.
a really good answer.
I gotta have either peaches or oranges.
Oranges is definitely a solid. I love some oranges.
Fucking
I bought
oranges.
2 bags of them little ass oranges, them little
The little tangerines.
You're talking about
the peelable
mandarins.
tangerines.
You're talking about tangerines or mandarins. Those are different.
Yeah, I think they're more mandarin.
mandarins
like
are
the little
small. Yeah, the
kiwis, whatever
small
they call
ones.
them.
Yeah.
Satsuma
mandarins,
oranges or whatever. Yeah. Oh, I can eat like 7 of those in a
I love
sitting,
those.
but they're
I
so
know,
good.
dude. Those are so fucking addicting. It's so fucked up. You're like,
So much
these are
vitamin
not
C.
fruit anymore. This is fucking candy.
Yeah.
'Oh man.
844-997-0775. Give us a call if you want to share what you would have in your quarantine for 1 full year. What 5 things do you need? And you do have to select your beverage, food, stuff like that, whatever it might be. Talk to us, people. What's on your mind? Raw, unfiltered, wide open conversations. As you see here, we don't discriminate against any conversation. Hashtag comfortably poor on Twitter.
Well, unless you want to
Fuck with us.
point the finger at me and call me a sexist.
Steak nachos.
I mean, we can. I mean, Dan.
I mean, you
the
do.
only thing Dan likes women for is their pussy and their tits. So
Burrito la lengua.
Wow.
thinks they're good for nothing.
After
They should do
midnight.
laundry. stir
After
the pot,
midnight.
wash the dishes and spread their cheeks.
If you give me your pussy and your tits at any other time of the day, it doesn't matter. You're just as useless as the last one.
Let's just drive this nail home. Keep that going. Okay. So again,
I have Red
he
Bull.
is at Romero on air. Feel free to get at him
Any
on
comments
Twitter.
on said on the Comfortably Poor podcast is not affiliated with Florida
the
Education
podcast
Foundation.
directly. Yeah. That's too much.
Florida.
No, that's who the station Play FM is run by.
That's wild.
Imagine. This blew up tomorrow, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's the guy that's just doing mornings that wakes me up in Gainesville. He's a potty mouth."
Yeah. Have you guys
man.
really seen this individual? Really know who he is? Did you know this when you hired him?
Oh
Lord have
man,
mercy. Yeah.
it's all right.
Think about
My
it.
social media's been there for so long. Like I've always said, I swear I hope I never run into a job that looks through my social media.
Were you guys at the age? I feel like it was probably just coming on for you, really. Well, maybe not actually. You guys were probably teenagers. Yeah, you were for sure. Like MySpace. Did you guys fuck with MySpace?
Yeah. Oh my God, it was huge on MySpace.
I mean, I knew about
Yeah.
MySpace, but I didn't really.
Yeah,
go
it
on
was
MySpace.
huge
But
on it.
you're not a huge social butterfly on the internet side of things, Brando. Like you're
No, I'm
you're
not, no.
a different character.
Yeah.
You don't count. God.
Nah, they made him different.
Here's understatement of the year right there. He is different.
Yeah, I just didn't want the word to be taken wrong. You know what I'm saying? 2020, different means something very disrespectful for a lot of people.
It's all good, bro. I understand. I wouldn't like all the rest.
MySpace was dope though, cause like you could get some fresh music from people. Like people would sometimes drop their like a new track before it actually like came out, and like you could hear
There was
some
a
shit
lot
that you
of really cool
hadn't,
things.
came out yet.
I think
A lot
there
of
was
independent artists. You can find a lot of independent artists.
I think on the nerd side, I think it really gave way for a lot of people to learn HTML and shit that they didn't know. Like social media, everything is like literally a customized program now that is running the social media website. Right? It's all algorithms. It's all literally like just all automated now. Programs have been built to run these types of things. But back then, in order for you to put a background on your fucking MySpace page or a song, you had to import the code.
Yeah.
And
into a specific
and paste
like
it
edit field.
Yes, and you
It had to be,
and
like,
if
the
you fucked
specific
it up,
spot.
yeah, and if you fucked it up, or if you added
It
an
was
extra
just- it would
character
just
or
read all
whatever,
that
it would
code.
just not work.
Yeah.
It would just not work. And I think there's something to that. Like, I feel like if we still had something interactive where people were still learning and getting that aspect of technology while using social media, I feel like we'd have like smarter people. But I think that was a really,
the
really
time,
cool
too,
aspect
when
of
people
it.
started putting music with their feelings a lot more. Like,
Yep,
if you
yep.
go to someone's MySpace page and they had the song on it, it'd be their, like, you could change your song, like, every day, multiple times a day, so people would be, like, sad shit if they were mad at their boyfriend or girlfriend, or, like, there'd be just crazy off-the-wall shit. It'd be like, oh, okay, well, you shared your feelings through
What
music.
was the last song you had on your MySpace page, Adam?
Well...
Do you remember? Mine was
I do.
Jay-Z's single at that time. I'll never forget it.
I gotta think. I can't remember. So
That was 2000,
MySpace
late
was
2000, I
a time when I was going through some shit. So I was that depressed fucker that put some weird shit on my MySpace page. It would be definitely cringe worthy today, but I'm pretty sure it was that Simple Plan. I think it was Simple Plan. Welcome to my life.
Perfect
whatever.
or
I think
Welcome
that
to
was-
my life? Okay, yeah.
Hey, listen.
Yes.
I think
Now,
that was my track.
I know I'm about to be set up for all types of shit, but I love that song.
Yeah, I mean it's.
I
it's a good song.
think
it's
I
a good
liked
song.
Simple Plan a lot as a
it's-
kid. Their first two albums were fucking fantastic, and their second
they
album
still
just
are.
had that song.
No,
I like.
But I'm a white boy. I'm a white boy in many cases. I listen to rock music. I loved rock as a kid. So
Yeah.
I'm a white boy.
I liked rock as a kid, and I like it now. I've always liked rock.
It depends. It depends on the type of rock now. All the rock is just, it feels, you have to really impress me. And a band that really impressed me within the last 8 years or so was Issues with Tyler Carter and them. Other than that, like, rock really has to grab my attention because they all sound the same. They all sound they put the fucking lead singer on in every band, and they're all gonna fucking sound the same.
Yeah, but
Back
rock.
then?
But you know, but like no, I think he means now. But rock itself is a huge genre, and of course, like with most genres, there's a bunch of sub shit. So I don't know, man. Like I think just like with anything, people always, what do you listen to? Like what's your music? And I always tell them it's whatever sounds good. So that could be today, that could be before. Rock is always one of those things that I take it as it comes and try to. It comes with a band, right? You always have to dissect the actual song into pieces because it came that way. Strings, bass, drums, and vocalists. Now, in high school, I was a vocalist. but I did more metal than what you would describe as rock, even though arguably they're related. But like I always like to look because guitarists. I have I don't play guitar, but I have a deep appreciation for guitarists. I have a deep, even more of appreciation for hitting things. So drums, drums are fucking awesome. Percussionists in general. And
what is an
vocals.
instrument that you guys would want to play? Like I know Dan, you play the piano. If you could play something else, what's something that you guys would want to play?
Guitar.
Oh, but
I wish I could play
that's
guitar
mine.
because of its portability. You don't got to plug it in. You don't
I'm
got to
trying
take
to learn
batteries.
the ukulele right now.
You don't got to fucking.
Like, I think it'd be dope to play the ukulele right now. And
I can't. Like,
got a ukulele
there's
Christmas.
something about. There's something about. A flat surface that just goes up chromatically that my brain and my fingers cannot like transition fast enough for that. Like a piano
Right.
or a keyboard, the buttons are just in front of me. Everything is just a series
See, like
of
with the
buttons
guitar,
in
they
front
say
of me.
there's 3 chords. Like everything is built around 3 chords. Like for the basic.
Everything is built around 3
guitar.
chords. Yep.
Like I just want to learn those
Unless
3
you're like a
chords
super
so I can
player.
play some basic ass shit.
What?
Like
Mm-hmm.
this
Wait,
is we
pick
were
another
talking.
one.
Was it on our last live? I don't remember. Somewhere we were talking about like some of the shit that we listen to on our Pandora right now, and I said that one of mine was Jack Johnson. Like I just want to sit on my backyard with a 6-pack of beer and play some like Jack Johnson type guitar shit. Just some riffs. Just me and myself. Just like
I love going- I love my friends who come over, or I go over to people's houses and my friends who can play guitar come over. They bring their guitar, and it ends up being either fucking like sing along, or it ends up being fucking like them being stupid and making funny songs. You know what I'm saying, with the fucking guitar, and it's just so full. You can really make a full fucking song with a guitar. You can't make a full song with one man and a saxophone.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, let me see if I
mean,
can
like-
find this video.
I
Go ahead,
like
Brandon.
instruments as they are, you know, like, and the 2 instruments that I've always wanted to learn, because when I was a kid, I could play trombone, trumpet, valve trombone, not the slide, and this
A
other
what?
instrument.
A trombone?
Yeah, like the valves,
Okay.
as opposed to
Yeah.
the slide. I couldn't do the slide.
Right.
I never got to fuck with the French horn, though, but I could do a cornet and a trumpet. And I got to fuck with another really short, stocky instrument that very few people have ever heard of called the
dick?
flugelhorn.
Okay.
To be released. Episode to be released. No, this thing right here is called the fucking flugelhorn. That's hard to describe. But I don't know, if I could play any instrument, I'd pick an oboe or a violin.
Why?
What?
Why do you have to be so weird
Brando?
sometimes? Why can't you
I've
just
always
be
wanted
normal?
I've always wanted to learn how to play an oboe.
fuck?
I've always wanted to learn how to play an oboe.
He said, I want to learn to play the didgeridoo. Like, what? This fucking guy. I want to learn how to play the fucking mouth
Hey.
harp. Like,
The violin, though. the
Yeah,
violin
give me that
also
jaw harp
really
and I'll be the happiest man on the planet.
the jaw harp.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Roll me in a harp. Don't give me one of those cheap ones either, you fucking fucks. Give me ones that cost almost
Now,
a house down
If I could
payment.
do that at the same time, if I could play oboe and play violin at the same time, oh my god, that'd be some sick ass shit. I think it-
Look, well, I mean, saxophones and flutes, if you do pick up flutes or saxophones, they are pretty much the same fingering. So you are kind of learning one instrument.
Well, my sister can play saxophone, and she can play the guitar also. She went further with her instruments than I did. I said, fuck it.
Yeah, no, the guitar, I wish I could play guitar. There's never a fucking, my brain, I can't do that. But I fucking admire guitar players and bass players, and I fucking And because I can't play them, I want them on my
A
song. all
saxophone
time.
would be dope too, though. Actually, I love a good when someone.
I
just
love
gets
sax.
going on a saxophone, like this. That pure,
Yes, bro.
clean sound of a saxophone is dope.
If
To
your
me,
tone is
violin-
good, man, 1,000%.
Yeah.
What
If I
instrument
could
do
learn-
you hate?
Hate. Oh, that's
I'd actually probably go back to like what Brando was saying.
Tubas.
You want to learn is like violin and shit.
I love violin. Violins are
tuba's a good
fucking
one, too, I
amazing.
guess.
I hate
Tubas are
violins
terrible.
because most people don't know how to play them right.
Violin, dude, the shit that you can do with a violin, you can make a violin talk to you. A violin is a story.
Yeah,
man
if you're a
instrument.
good player, but most people suck at it.
I don't know who the most people you're talking about, but the people that I learned alongside were fucking excellent, and their violin playing could really fucking write chapters and verses. It's insane, some of the shit. But
Listen,
yes, you do have to get good, and that's the thing. Like, if I could know how to play any instrument, I would love to just know how to play a fucking violin, dude. Oh my god, violins are beautiful.
I hate
violin piece.
the clarinet. It's so simple, but it just, if you fuck it up easily, it just sounds like a squeaky dying duck. And I fucking hate the
Squeaky dying
goddamn fucking clarinet.
Let's go to the phones because we have our number one fan. Our number one fan wants to just. I think she just likes to hear herself talk.
On the radio.
What's up, Sam?
What can we do for you?
I actually wanted to call in because I was a music major and to tell y'all to leave Brando alone. The violin is beautiful when it's low. Leave him alone. Be nice
Fuck
to
your
him.
sad ass instrument. Fuck your instrument that makes everybody
I'm
want to
not gonna
cry.
lie.
It's only
I'm not
played
gonna lie,
during the
it
sad
does,
part of
though.
a movie when somebody dies.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, but that's
You
the-
might
that's
as
the
well
beauty
just
of
say
it.
taps is romantic.
No, those are bagpipes. Those are bagpipes.
Those are trumpets.
That's a trumpet.
What's
Bagpipes.
which one? Which one? During
Taps.
when Taps is played?
Oh, hell
He said
Yes, that's
bagpipes,
a
like
trumpet.
the Irish.
Okay, well.
military is playing.
Hey, listen.
Which also
I'll take it on this
that
one.
is terrible.
But yeah, I mean, but violins. I love when violins are played when people die. I'm not opposed to people dying. So,
But
why
they
would I have a
they
problem?
play when you're happy too. That's why they suck. They're sad.
No. They play when dark
When you're
things
happy.
are afoot. That's why I'd love to learn. If I could learn to play a violin, I could make hella beats. I could make hella beats if I could play with it. Oh my god, dude! Talk about some
Yes.
dreary ass music. Yo, I'll be dropping tracks every week. Most of my fucking fan base would have killed themselves by the end of the month. Yeah, I got some beats for you.
My man said. Man said he's trying to do his own natural selection with the fucking violin.
Yeah. Turn on my music and fall on a knife. I love it.
So I love asking this question. I love this question being posed to musicians because Dan said why he didn't like the violin. I joke, but I don't like the French horn for the same reason.
I don't like the
when
French
you are
horn either.
standing behind them, just a full wall of French horns, and you're trying to sing. Oh my God, it's the fucking worst. Because they're all out of tune.
How do
French
you
horns.
tell the difference between all the fucking horns though? Like some of them I get it. Some of them are easy, like the clarinet and the flute and shit like that. I know the tones, but some of these fucking horns you get into these, they all sound the same. Some of them, like, there's no difference. They're just dumb.
There's definitely some similarity and crossover, but clarinets don't sound like anything.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like a clarinet, a flute, like those.
Oboe does not sound like anything else. Like you could definitely tell the difference between
Yeah,
that.
oboe.
But I get what you're saying. French horn, English horn. You know, there's a few others that sound kind of the
You're talking
same.
about in the brass family? Yeah, like when you, so look, when you get into very high, very low, like the extreme registers, that's when they sound similar. But usually, like in the more middle registers, you can tell the difference between a trombone and a trumpet and stuff.
So
One's got much
Yeah.
deeper of
the-
a voice,
You
I'd
can
say.
definitely tell when they're warming up and they're fucking obnoxious. I hate trombones too.
Yeah,
Jesus.
trombones
I think
are
there's-
hit or miss.
Coming
I
after
don't
the
know.
trombonist.
No,
Is that what they're called,
no, the
trombonists?
trombone.
Explain it to you this way.
Are they
I'm
called
pretty sure there's a
trombonists?
technical term. I was always called a trombone player.
Yes,
I
it's
love
a
the word
trombonist.
trombonist. That's funny.
Trombonist
I'm
bonus.
such a like,
You are
100%.
And you are in the
100%.
practice room. In the practice room, all on one floor, are the practice rooms. Every instrument known to mankind, and that's why you hate them so much.
I have a
But
you know,
are you
coming from
Sam? You're a singer. Do you play an instrument? Also, like, if you're in music, do you always
no,
know how to
not
at least
well.
play something?
I can play. I can play, and I use the term very loosely. The piano.
Okay.
I hate it. I don't enjoy playing it.
Right.
I have dabbled in a bit of guitar and a bit of harp, but I've always wanted to play flute, actually.
This one time at band camp. Okay, that's enough of that.
And he's right. By the way, he's right about the saxophone flute being similar because my saxophone player in our jazz combo also played flute when we did Latin shit. And I was like, oh shit, you play both and you play both well. That's really rare.
and no, there's a jazz artist named Najee, and he's also a sax and flute player, and he plays both on his albums. But I have a love for horns. Definitely the
Thanks for calling,
smooth
Sam.
and the beauty.
We appreciate you always.
The beauty of woodwind, but I coming from Spanish, a Spanish background, listening to like salsa as a kid and like hearing the trumpets do the main melody and then like the trombones come and do like a counter melody, and there was just something to that type of jam style that I love about horns and brass specifically. So I do have a connection with brass, so I don't really hate against brass too much. I really see its movement. Definitely it's like, placements for like baritones and tubas for marching bands and stuff like that. I get it. I get where they all fit. But trombones definitely I have a love for. Trumpets, if
So I
played
wanna
right,
play
I have a
this
love for. So
Video real quick with everything that's going on in Barcelona. This video went viral of a man going out onto his balcony playing the piano, and then one of his neighbors across from him came out and started playing the saxophone. Now I haven't heard this yet, but I was reading about it, and so I figured we'll listen to it together, and then we'll wrap up with some fun would you rather type shit. We'll see how that goes. But this. So this is a guy on his balcony. Apparently, in the video, there's people coming out of all their balconies too.
social distancing, guys. Stay inside.
Why is he doing this?
Are they told to lock down too in Spain?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. He probably just was like, well, fuck it. I'm not going anywhere. I'll just move my piano out here and just play.
Of taking 2 ribs out of your cage to suck your own cock. Like, what the?
Brando hates happy things.
What is this? Fuck.
Well, it's fucking long as shit, I guess. I thought there was gonna be like 2 dudes playing together.
It's the most depressing song, though. Why wouldn't you play a happy song?
The thing is, it's supposed to be sort of. Isn't the song supposed to be happy? Like, isn't the actual song itself that he's playing? Because I know the song he's playing.
No, he's playing yeah.
The thing is, it's just really. I don't know.
I guess
There's some truth to what you said. I do hate a lot of happy things.
No, I do too. I
I
do hate happy songs from time to time. Like I do like songs in minor keys more than in major keys.
I hope that get him some pussy. I hope that song right there. Yeah, that he was striving for.
Well, it was the piano was drowning out the saxophone guy. Apparently, you could hear it at the end there a little bit, but there was a saxophone guy like a few balconies down so they came out and like played together, but the piano was drowning him out.
Yeah.
By the way, a couple comments. I want to catch up on a couple comments real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
In the YouTube, Hannah says chocolate, tacos, PJ's Mountain Dew, water, and a snuggle partner. Therese was laughing at the song. Sam said that this happened before the lockdown in Barcelona, so this motherfucker, I guess, really was just trying to stroke his own cock. I guess Brando actually nailed it on the head. No pun intended. Let's see. Therese saying she didn't get her space till she was 24. Her own space till she was 24. Sam says she needs pasta, chicken, water, weed, and braille display. I will create the greatest quarantine written work. So that's some of the comments that were coming in on the YouTube page. So thank you guys so much for chiming in. I love that, man. I love the interaction for real.
All right, let's bring things to a head here and close with some would you rathers. These can always be a little bit fun. It's just a list of a bunch of bullshit would you rather questions that I found on the old interwebs here. Some of these are going to be a little bit corny, but we'll work our way through this. Just see.
Brandon, play along.
Would you rather lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak?
Lose the ability to read.
I was about to say, yeah, read, most certainly. I need to speak.
Yeah, I need to talk. I need to talk.
I need
Fuck
to
me.
scream.
I don't read
even if it's
already.
nonsense and bullshit. Yeah. I just need to just fucking put it out there.
Yeah, I don't read now as it is. Like, I don't even read fucking audio.
We can tell.
Fuck out of here. See, shit like I don't even know what this means. Would you rather have a golden voice or a silver tongue? What does that mean?
Like a beautiful
golden voice is like singing. I get that part. What's a silver tongue?
No,
like
golden voice is just like
a silver.
A golden voice could just mean anything.
I'd say a golden voice is like an appealing voice sound, and I'd say a silver tongue is having the ability to use speech
slick,
like perfectly,
like a slick tongue, slick talker.
Like just effective, successful, slick talking, money making. Even like you talk.
I don't have a golden voice.
The golden voice. I
have a slick tongue already.
there was that homeless guy. Do you guys ever remember reading about that?
Yeah.
A few years back, 4 or 5 years ago, the homeless dude that had the golden
That was
voice.
actually a little longer than that. He was a homeless guy with the golden voice, and he was like, they actually started hiring him to do promo work. But I think he ended up being homeless
fell back
again.
into his old ways again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's not homeless, but he definitely lost a lot of like he was at the top of the mountain and then fell back down. He started drinking and boozing again.
You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, and you can't turn a homeless man into an active person in society.
Yeah. Okay, so golden voice for me. Because I'm I can.
You want? Well, I guess it makes sense for you. You hate your voice.
Yeah, silver tongue.
Yeah. Thanks, fucker.
Yeah. What? You said it.
I know. Let's see what else we got here. This website kind of sucks, actually.
Here. Let me see if I can find. I had a list of these a long time ago.
Oh, would you rather be in jail for a year or lose a year off your life? It's kind of the same question, but it's kind of not.
Lose a year off my life.
Yeah, because you could live to be like 95.
Yeah, lose it,
so
'cause-
you die at 94
and you don't
instead of
know.
95.
Yeah, cool. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So I'll lose it later.
And you don't know.
God, I'm fucking twisted.
Were you high?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, we need to get higher. Give me another one, buddy.
All right. Let's go
Time to get stoned.
up here and click a different category.
Yeah, boy.
Because that was just
Hey, Adam.
random ones. Yes, sir.
Real quick, random question. You have an iPhone now. What was your scope of phones? When did you get an iPhone first, and what did you have before that? Did you have a cell phone when you had the brick phones?
Yes. I had the old Nokias that you could swap out the antennas, the faceplates. Like, my faceplate matched my outfit. I had antennas that lit up and shit.
What?
Neon.
Yo!
Yeah. It's the same thing with pagers. When I had a pager,
Wow.
I had a pager that I could
You
swap
went
out
all
the
out.
case. Yeah. I was fucking
my
in the streets,
man.
bro. I was in the streets. I did my shit.
Squad
It had
up.
to match. My shit
And
had to
so
match
what was
my
that, like
Cortezes
2000?
and the fat laces I had in them.
So what was that, like 2004 or 5?
No, bro. It was high school. I had a
90?
Nokia phone my junior
95?
and senior year in high school. So 99 and, well, I guess 2000. 99 and 2000.
Okay, 99, 2000.
99, 2000. Yeah.
99, 2000. Okay, all right. And then what'd you go to?
So I
Because
went
you were getting
from
blind,
the Nokia,
right?
and then, so in 2002, I went blind, and phones were still kind of getting better and better. They were still like those bar phones and kind of flip phones.
Yep.
So I went to another Nokia that was like simple and easy to use. And then I had that for like a year. And then I found out about Tox, whatever it was, that shit was that was for blind people. And I got like I did my research and found like the best, it tended to work better on like Nokia phones. So I got like the Nokia like 66 something or whatever. It was like the best Nokia phone. Because even back then I was that person that had to have the best fucking phone. And so I had that. I had like a fucking
bro.
Motorola Q or something like that at one point.
I had a
like, the whole
Motorola
keyboard
Q.
on it.
I had
Yeah,
one of
the
those.
Motorola Q. Yeah, man, I had my share. I had the chirp phone at one point. I had like a flip chirp phone.
I had a couple of
That
those.
shit
My
was
nigga
dope.
had the
All of
nigga
mine
phone.
All of mine
Yeah,
were open
the
face,
blip.
not the flipper there. Where you at?
Yeah, no, I had the flip phone. Flip phones were the shit.
I love
Like,
flip phones.
I know
had
they're
a
trying to
couple.
make flip phones now, but I don't think they're the same.
No, they're not. Are they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
yeah,
they're trying.
yeah.
Are they really?
Android, I think
Yeah, they're
Android
giving it
has
the
one
old
out
try.
right now.
Holy
And it's touchscreen and
motherfucker.
everything. There was nothing better
Nah,
than
dude.
slamming your phone shut on somebody. Like, that made you feel.
You'd be damned if I'm slamming my $700-800 phone shut. That fucking bullshit flip phone was $60 when I bought it
Yeah.
in 2003,
I probably
2004.
wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm throwing
Would
my
would you
$700
rather
phone
have
those
one
motherfuckers.
get out of jail free card or one key that opens any door? That's a stupid one. Why did I even ask that? What a fucking retarded. Like, give me the fucking key. Like, if I can get out of give me a key. Why do I need a... Sometimes you're an idiot, Adam. Jesus Christ. Get your life together.
Dude. Let's mark that moment down forever.
This is always a fun one. This
I
is
just wa-
always a fun one. This will give people a good little bit of insight to us as dirty fucking men. Would you rather be married to a 10 with a bad personality or a 6 with a good personality? 6 is still solid. 6 is
still
solid.
pretty solid, depending on who
I
you're
need the
bringing her to.
personality. I need the personality. If
Yeah.
you're one of them dumb Instagram model bitches, great, awesome. But you
Well,
can't hold a conversation with me. My friends think you're an idiot. You just make yourself sound
If you just
stupid.
look like a
You
piece of
bitch about
pussy,
everything. No.
See, here's the thing.
I
right?
really can't
You can-
have you around.
I can make a 6 into an 8.
But I was
I
about
can
to
make
say,
it, I
This
can make
fucking
a
guy.
6.
no.
into a 10 if you want to.
No.
So it's not.
I know
a
what he's
problem.
trying to say.
I'm gonna
I-
go.
I
with
wouldn't-
the 6
He
because
said, I can make
for
my
a,
6
for a lot of reasons.
Okay.
A couple of the reasons.
I
that
wouldn't
you-
say
you
I
na-
can make them. Hold on, Brando.
No,
hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on, bro. I wouldn't
what
say
happened?
make them. I would say I would like for them to present themselves in a way that can be perceived as a higher rating on the scale, right? But I don't know. Like, a bitch is gonna do what she wants to do.
So when I
I wanna
say
know how you
when I-
make them.
No. When I say make them, that's tongue in cheek. When I say that, what I mean is most of the things that people perceive as dime status or 8 status, this is an arbitrary scale that we make up in our heads. What a lot of people say as a 10 is an 8 in some people's books. So what I mean is all of those things can pretty much, you can encourage a person to make themselves walk and stride and behave in that manner. So like that could include anything from like clothing, that could include anything from gym memberships, it could be a lot of things, but
I guess. I don't know.
oh sorry.
Look, if I got a 6 with a dope personality, then I don't need to try to turn you into a 10. Like
Dump her off on the road.
I'm
you're
playing
If
the
she's
game.
a 6
I'm
If she's a 6
playing
with a
the
shitty
game, right?
personality, find a new guy for her
I'm playing the game
and
but I
present
think there's
them.
a lot-
Yeah, she's yours now.
Life
She's
obviously
your
doesn't
problem
work
now.
out in that way, but yeah, the personality is definitely. I'm blind. Like I've said in many other situations, like looks are not that important, but you know how you behave is important. So, and like I said, a lot of those other things that we're calling 10, yeah, we can fix them.
Would you rather have an easy job working for someone else or work for yourself but work incredibly hard?
The latter. Work for myself and work
give
incredibly
me work
hard.
for myself and hard. Yeah, the satisfaction of building something successful and knowing that I grinded for it. Yeah, give me that.
I like what I'm
Yeah,
doing
dude.
right now.
And then not only that, but if I can build something that, can help other people and put food on other people's plates and pass that along and teach them shit to keep that legacy going of starting their own shit. I don't want them to do what my company is or whatever it is. I want them to strive and do whatever they need to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I think it's a matter of like setting shit up for yourself. And once that's all set and right, setting shit up for people to win and eat.
Yeah. All right, let me go to these funny ones real quick, and then we'll call it a day here. Let's see how funny these people think they are on this website. So far, some of these questions have sucked. Remember, when we are off the air, 844-997-0775 is a phone number that you can call into. Leave your voicemails, ask questions, leave comments, share your thoughts, whatever you got. Come across a funny article, video, anything like that.
Shut the fuck
Inbox at comfortablypoor.com.
Fucking guy talking so much.
I mean, that's kind of what we do here. We're a podcast. Fucking idiot.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
I learned something new today by the white counterpart.
These aren't funny at all. Would you rather see 10 minutes into your own future or 10 minutes into everybody else's future? You could do some shit.
10 minutes
seeing
into
everybody
my
else's
own.
future.
No, I'd rather see
own, yeah.
my own. Yeah.
My own.
I'm
You
not
wanna
that
see
interested.
your
in
But
fucking
it would be
face
awesome to
before
s-
you come. Like you want to look at your cum face. Like,
I want to look at her cum face again. I'm be like, I'm about to see this shit.
I want to be able to plan how I'm about to set up the next time I get some pussy, so I can be getting pussy and then planning how I'm gonna get the next batch of pussy.
Do you guys believe in PPM?
What the fuck is that?
Proper pussy management.
How define
grooming?
that? Like what's
Grooming.
included? What do you mean by that? Yeah.
yeah,
Just look it
drop
up.
some
all right?
knowledge.
It's a whole.
Look it up.
conversation.
What?
Yeah, it's a whole
You know, toss
conversation.
out a term at the end of the podcast.
Yeah,
and then
it's some
tell
pimp
us to
shit.
look
It's
it
some
up.
pimp shit. It's some pimp shit.
Proper pussy management.
Yeah,
I
some
don't
pimp
know
I
shit.
guess we're going to be talking
So
about
the answer-
proper pussy
the answer to that
management on
question
Sunday's
is-
show.
Yeah, also they should. My instinctual answer to that question is I don't know, but I'm leaning towards no. I don't think I believe in that. I don't think.
I
so.
believe.
It just sounds suspicious as hell.
Well, I believe you should look it up. It's some pimp shit.
Yeah, I'll
it's some
look
pimp
into
nigga
it.
shit, and I think some.
Proper pussy management.
I think some niggas can learn.
It's like Cat Williams' handbook.
Proper
at the
pussy
gas station
management.
and shit. Like,
Keep that pimp hand strong, baby.
Jesus. It's assault.
God, I don't advocate for assault.
That's funny as fuck. Proper pussy management. Beat that bitch's ass.
That was that video I sent out to you guys the other day. The pimp trying to get his money. Like he beat the shit out of his lady. Like,
Kill that bitch like
I'll
Freddy.
get you your money. I'll get you your money. He's just wailing on her. Jesus, homie. I captioned it with, bitch better have Pinky's money.
Give my money, bitch.
Yeah, for sure. Any last minute comments in YouTube or anything that you want to?
Oh, let's see what's going on. No, nothing. Well, we got James B checking in. He says, "Evening, folks. Shout out to you."
Sounds like he's in
Therese said
London on
Nokia. Therese says Nokia 3390 is what she had. And that's about it. I love reading, but I need to talk, said Sam. So, yeah. She calls in. She needs to talk, guys.
All right.
She calls in.
Hey, hit us in the Facebook.
She calls in. She needs Hell no.
Oh, man. Look, we're trying to build some over here.
Holy
Call in,
moly.
share your thoughts. Share your thoughts. Don't be afraid of phones. Share this too, please. I see some of y'all supporting the show, but y'all never share this shit. Share it. Hit that little button. Share it. Pass it around. Hashtag comfortably poor on Twitter. Use that to ask us questions. This show kind of drives off you guys and bullshit we find online. So help build the show for us. Help create the show with us. 844-997-0775. Fuck with us when we're offline. Sunday, we back, fellas.
Fuck it. Sunday. I'm here.
11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be here live taking your calls, talking all kinds of nonsense and bullshit. Podcast dropping in a couple hours. There'll be a new podcast out and another podcast on Friday.